I have a recurring nightmare. I'm Jen Tatro, and this is from Jen. It's honestly making me anxious just thinking about it right now. But I'm going to wade through all that to tell you about it today. And then we're going to talk about what it means, what I've learned about the connections between PTSD, childhood trauma, and adult nightmares, and how I've managed to start taming that dream, even if it hasn't gone away entirely. In my nightmare, I'm packing. It's not the kind of fun, anticipatory packing you do before a vacation. It's harried and haphazard and running out of time packing. It's packing with a deadline, and I am irrevocably behind. Sometimes I'm packing for a move. I'm desperately trying to stay ahead of loaders who are about to shut their truck and leave whether I'm finished or not. Sometimes I'm in a hotel room and I'm running late for my plane. Sometimes I'm in the sleeper car of a train that's about to arrive at my stop, which is particularly nonsensical because I've never ridden in a sleeper car. I'm pretty sure the sum of my overnight train knowledge is based on one episode of Jack Whitehall's Travels with My Father.
You're a steward.
Thank you so much, Stuart.
He said steward, not steward. Did he look like a steward?
Whatever the circumstances, though, the details don't really matter so much as the tension. This is a nightmare about stress, about anxiety, about feeling powerless and knowing that no matter how hard I try, I will never succeed. And I wake up with my heart racing and a tightness in my chest that sometimes takes hours to fully dissipate. It's a feeling that I know is more nuanced than ordinary stress or anxiety. You've probably heard of people with PTSD experiencing flashbacks, which are those moments when vivid memories of a traumatic experience intrude on everyday life. People diagnosed with PTSD are also much more likely to have frequent nightmares than those without. And that's both before onset and as a symptom of the PTSD. There's also some research that links adverse experiences in childhood with increased likelihood of adult nightmares. And if you're interested in reading more about that or any of the research that I mention here, I'll put some links in the description for you. I have complex PTSD resulting from adverse childhood experiences. So I guess it's not surprising that I have recurrent nightmares. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm a writer and a content creator who focuses mostly on the topics of mindfulness, happiness, and creativity, especially in the context of my own mental health challenges. You should subscribe to this channel if you're into those things or if they're interesting to you, or you can go to my website fromjen.com. The familiar anxiety that I feel during and after the packing dream is the same emotion that I've been experiencing and re-experiencing for really most of my life. I think dream interpretation is more personal than the basic analysis you might find in a reference book. That would say that packing dreams are about feeling anxious, about an upcoming transition, or just being overwhelmed with too much life baggage. And it's not that those things don't often make sense, but get this. This blew my mind when I discovered it in therapy. The whole packing thing isn't just metaphorical for me. I actually have trauma linked to packing for a move. I mean, no wonder my subconscious keeps returning to that motif. It also, by the way, explains why packing for a move in real life is a huge trigger for me. As early as 1938, Carl Jung noted that, unlike with most dreams, PTSD, or shell shock as he called it, those dreams more closely replicate traumatic experiences, only changing as the trauma gets processed. Recently, I feel like I can track the amount of stress in my life by how often I have the packing dream and how it ends up playing out, because after a year of therapy, it's no longer always the same. By learning about where the roots of the dream lie and practicing techniques to recognize and manage those emotions in my waking life, I've also begun taming the nightmare. The stress and anxiety are still always there, but every once in a while, my dream self just handles it. Sometimes there are even people there, friends and family, who offer to help out with all the work. Now, I've never been able to bring myself to actually take them up on the offer, which probably says a lot about where I am mentally right now. But it is nice to know they're willing. And every once in a while, though I still wake up feeling stressed and worried, I also feel a little bit proud because Dream Me realized that maybe she didn't actually need to pack all those things. Maybe, just maybe, nothing bad would happen if she simply left some of them behind. Until next time, I am wishing you love and joy and all those good things, and I can't wait to talk to you again.